and welcome to all you lovely viewers in our weekly magazine program Youth Folio. In the next half an hour, we will show you coverage of important developments, opportunities in the Northeast, music, dance, views of people and lots more. Stay glued to your TV sets and watch on.
Yoga Day celebrated in the Northeast with great enthusiasm. Northeastern Council signs MOU with Indian Institute of Management Shillong to devise path of restructuring. Customs and BSF combined destroy rupees 2.62 crore worth contraband items in Tripura. Manipur government launches mobile app to track public grievances. Parliamentary Standing Committee reviews regeneration of traditional industries in Assam. Landslide causes huge damages in Senapati, Manipur. Yoga Day was celebrated in the Northeast too, like in rest of India, with great enthusiasm. In Assam, even sadhus of the divine Kamakhya temple responded to the call of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and showed many yogic postures. Elderly sadhus too showed that they were no less in fitness. They left message urging people to practice yoga regularly.
जितना योग प्रैक्टिस करेगा मानसिक शांति, मन का शांति, शरीर का शांति, ये तीन चीज मिलता है। योग इतना ही एक पावर चीज है, दवाई की जरूरत नहीं होता है।
Chief Minister of Assam Sarbananda Sonowal, Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and many other ministers and dignitaries led the Yoga Day celebrations at Nalbari, wherein they showed that they are fit and enthusiastic about yoga. At the B. Barua Cancer Institute of Guwahati, many doctors and health workers, cancer patients and their relatives took part in the Yoga Day function. In neighbouring state Meghalaya, Power Minister of Assam Mr. Pallab Lochan Das was chief guest at the function at Polo Ground Shillong, wherein many people participated. In small state Tripura, Union Minister of State for Heavy Industries Babul Supriyo showed many yoga postures, especially breathing postures. Many ministers and dignitaries from the state and thousands of students too joyously performed yoga on the occasion. Little children of the state wowed everybody by performing in perfect tandem, and a large audience thronged the Umakanta Stadium and various other venues. The Northeastern Council has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with IIM Shillong, wherein IIM would suggest restructuring of the NEC and strengthening it to become a resource and research hub. 4 core areas of the Northeast have been shortlisted, including tourism, horticulture, handloom and handicrafts, which would be studied in depth by IIM Shillong, and thereafter a modus operandi would be devised.
We have already signed MOU with IIM Shillong. Today, that Director IIM was there, Professor Amitabh De. We have signed MOU and we have now entrusted IIM Shillong to give us, to study how to improve the strength of Northeast. Say definitely tourism is our strength. Then 3H we call horticulture, handloom, handicraft. So we have given them this 4 subject that how to, in what way NEC or M-Toner can promote these 4 subjects.
Apart from the 4 sectors under study, NEC also majorly looks after the cane and bamboo sector of the Northeast. The NEC secretary informed that small state Tripura has taken the lead in this sector, with its agarbatti industry specifically doing very well. Youth Folio visited one such industry in Bodhjang Nagar, the industrial hub of Tripura, where young entrepreneur Ram Krishna Devnath told us that his Monoram Bamboo Industries has switched from the traditional manual making of agarbattis to machine-made agarbattis. Here, From chopping of bamboo to slicing into strips, flattening to rounding, everything is done on machines. The machines can churn out between 100 to 125 kilograms of agarbattis per day. The factory employs 12 people at present. Plans are on to expand the business as the scope in this sector is huge.
अगरबत्ती स्टिक्स का डिमांड बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. जैसे अगर आप लोग इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट के अगर वो देखेंगे तो आप रोज़ 10 से 12 कंटेनर आ जाता है इंडिया पे, वियतनाम चाइना दोनों कंट्री से. तो द मार्केट बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. जैसे आगे पहले जब हैंडमेड स्टिक था ऑल ओवर इंडिया हम लोग सप्लाई करते थे, तो 20 टन का गाड़ी जो होता था हम लोग का पहले महीने में 100 गाड़ी से ऊपर जाता था सिर्फ त्रिपुरा से. तो अभी पूरा बंद हो गया है.
The entrepreneur and his team, however, want to urge the government to simplify loan process so that youth like them can easily get benefits from government schemes. The Agartala Custom Division officials along with BSF and state police personnel destroyed contraband items like cough syrups and marijuana, popularly known as ganja, at the Hapania dumping station recently. These contraband items were seized mainly from Indo-Bangla border region in several raids during 2016-2017 period. Altogether, 2.5 lakh bottles of cough syrups and 310 kilograms of marijuana were destroyed. The market value of these items is about 2.62 crore, according to a custom official.
और ये ज़्यादातर कफ सिरप जो आ रहे हैं वो तो मैक्सिमम जो क्वांटिटी मैक्सिमम के 100% आप कह सकते हैं कि ये बांग्लादेश तक जाता है, इलीगल जाता है जिधर से भी जाओ. और हम लोगों ने इसको NDPS एक्ट के अंदर में सीजर किया था. ये 2016-2017 का केस है. और एज़ पर कोर्ट ऑर्डर हमारे जो ऑनरेबल कोर्ट्स हैं उनके ऑर्डर के अनुसार हम लोगों ने हाई लेवल ड्रग डिस्पोजल कमेटी को बनाया है. उसके अंडर में हमारे एडिशनल कमिश्नर ऑडिट कमिश्नरेट गुवाहाटी के बाकी बहुत सारे मेंबर्स हैं. उनके प्रेजेंस में हम लोगों ने ये आज डिस्ट्रक्शन किया है. यहाँ मार्केट वैल्यू जो MRP प्राइस है वो 2,62,00,000 के करीब है. 2 करोड़ और टोटल क्वांटिटी करीब 2.5 लाख है. 2.5 लाख बोतल मिसलेनियस कफ सिरप है. इसमें फेंसिडिल्स भी है, स्कफ भी है, कोरेक्स भी है. और हम लोग का 310-20 kg गांजा भी है.
Since consumption of alcohol is strictly prohibited in the Islamic nation Bangladesh, demand of codeine-laced cough syrups is very high there. As a result, this item is smuggled in huge quantities from the northeast region. Significantly, despite erection of barbed wire fencing along the major part of the 856-kilometer-long international border between Tripura and Bangladesh, and round-the-clock BSF patrolling, smugglers and illegal infiltrators are making their way to smuggle contraband goods. Chief Minister of Manipur, Nongthombam Biren Singh, recently launched a mobile app called Red Mind to allow people to easily track the status of their grievances that were placed before the government on People's Day. It is pertinent to add here that the Chief Minister had earlier announced 10th and 15th of every month as the People's Day, when from Chief Minister to all ministers, bureaucrats up to the rank of deputy commissioners of every district would meet people, listen to their grievances and redress them in a time-bound manner.
To ease out the difficulties and the inconvenience of the people, today the state government from my office we have launched a app name in the name of Red Mind, so that we can communicate to the complainants what they demand and what the action has been taken by the government. Through this app, anybody who submitted complaints or any grievances to the government, to me, will be getting their replies as per the progress of the works taken up by the state government.
The People's Day concept has attracted huge response from the people of Manipur. For Hill District, it is the 10th of every month, while for the Valley, it is the 15th. Anyone can come to any scheduled date and submit his or her grievances. People are very happy as they feel that meeting the Chief Minister and others and also introducing the system of tracking complaints would bring the administration close to the people and also strengthen the bond between hill and valley people.
I feel that this will bring us together, our problems, what's going on in the different parts of the villager and all. That's way we came to know their difficulties, their problems and all. That way we can solve it more easily. I appreciate the Chief Minister of Manipur. He did a very great work for every community in this part of northeastern states of India.
A 9-member Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry recently visited Assam and other parts of the Northeast to review the implementation of Scheme of Fund for Regeneration of Traditional Industries or SFURTI. The Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship or IIE in Assam is the nodal agency to supervise the execution of the scheme. IIE has been facilitating the implementation of 6 SFURTI clusters across the Northeast region. Chairman of the Standing Committee and Rajya Sabha MP, Sharad Yadav visited some stalls put up by the artisans in the IIE complex and appreciated the efforts of IIE for empowering the rural artisans of the region. Artisans displayed bamboo-made lamps, mekla chadors, sari, bag, etc. in their stalls. He also assured the artisans that the committee would recommend setting up of marketing facilities in New Delhi and other metro cities to further promote and increase the volume of production of traditional crafts.
कि यहाँ के जो दस्तकार हैं उनकी ताकत और उनकी शक्ति को बढ़ाया जाए। सबसे बड़ी बात है कि इनको सबसे बड़ी ज़रूरत है बाज़ार की। तो सबसे पहले हम लोग प्रयास करेंगे कि दिल्ली में इन्हें जगह मिले और एक तरह से पूरा जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट है उसमें सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो आधी आबादी है वो बाकी देश के इलाके में तो इग्नोर हो जाती है, लेकिन यहाँ का इलाके में आधी आबादी जो है वो श्रम में, मेहनत में, हाथ के दस्तकारी में लगी हुई है। तो यहाँ एक तरह से पूरी लगभग पूरी आबादी जो है वो सदियों से जो हमारी बड़ी विरासत है उसको बचा के रखा है और इसे विस्तार करने की ज़रूरत है।
We're very happy and proud and we would wish you to excel more and hope that the government will fund you more and more people will get employment and more people overseas will see what wonderful handicrafts we have.
Incessant rain since the first week of June has caused massive landslides at the Kalikhola village in Senapati district of Manipur. Several cracks have developed on the earth's surface in the village and nearby roads, destroying at least 30 houses in the village. Over 100 villagers have taken shelter in a makeshift camp at the Goma Devi Junior High School. The state government has rushed relief materials and drinking water for the displaced villagers.
हम लोग जल्दी में आ गए, कपड़ा कहाँ है, किताब कहाँ है, कुछ मिल नहीं रहा है। यहाँ पे थोड़ा तो मिल रहा है, गवर्नमेंट मदद कर रहा है, पर हम लोग का जो कपड़ा वगैरह था वो कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा है, मुश्किल से रह रहे हम लोग यहाँ पे।
However, the villagers are a worried lot as it is raining non-stop and schools are scheduled to reopen on the 28th of June after summer holidays. They also added that every night at least 10 to 20 meter area is cracking, causing huge damage to the locality.
लैंडस्लाइड तो सर हम लोग का कि 4 तारीख 9 से शुरू हुआ, तो अभी तक लैंडस्लाइड चल रहा है। अभी तक मतलब एक ही दिन में नहीं चलता है, मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा बगता है, लेकिन रात को 20 से 10 मीटर का अंतर में डिस्टेंस होके जाता है रात में।
The cracks surfaced in about 1 kilometer long radius, which is a landslide prone area. Experts have asked the local people not to construct buildings avoid cultivation, and at the same time start afforestation and systematic land use practice in the affected site.
I want to suggest one thing is that we all the time we should avoid the construction or building in landslide prone area. Then we should perform systematic land use practice. So we do not cultivate in and around that area that is the 1 kilometer radius of in and around that particular site.
Time to go in for a short break on Youthfolio. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with you.
First Word, a complete monthly magazine of the Northeast, packaging news and current affairs, sports, culture, festivals, achievers, life in Metro, and lots more. Buy the magazine today from stalls across the Northeast and New Delhi, or subscribe for 12 issues by paying Rs 320 online. For details, contact 98101 29327.
The increasing number of crimes related to women and committed by women have necessitated the need for exclusive women police station. We will show you functioning of one such police station in Tripura.
The increasing crimes against women and crimes committed by women have necessitated the opening of women police stations all over the country. In Tripura, we find one such police station at West Agartala, right on the ever-busy post office Chomuni. The state has 7 such police stations, with 2 in Agartala and 5 in each district headquarters. The police personnel at these stations look into various crimes against women, with domestic violence taking the dubious top position. However, taking into account the sensitivity of the issue, the lady police officials have to often take the role of counselors so as to avoid family breakups. Pressed with heavy load on these stations, the state will soon have 2 more women police stations.
We have 7 women police stations all over the state, and they deal with all the women related crime exclusively. 2 of them are in Agartala, and from the remaining 7 districts, 5 each district headquarter there is a women police station. 2 districts they will be opened in the next few months, that is Khwai and Dhalai.
The small state has also shown remarkable results in community policing, with law-abiding individuals helping the police in maintaining law and order.
In Tripura, we have a very vibrant community policing program, what we call it Prayas. This is the program which we have here. And in the last 3 years, we have really intensified the Prayas interaction, that is the bridge between police and the community. This for the entire state we have divided into 535 odd beats. Each beat has got a committee, and these beats are police station wise, and a dedicated officer is designated for as a Prayas beat officer. Now their job is to engage the community, have minimum 1 meeting with the committee members, assess the local problems, understand community issues, and try to prevent crimes from happening.
Famous singer from Assam, Kalpana Patauri, recently held a workshop with the blind school children. Our report.
Popular Assamese singer Kalpana Patwari recently participated in a folk musical workshop with students of Bashishta Blind School. The event was organized by a socio-cultural organization called The Prolific. Kalpana shared her musical experience with the students and guided them to develop their musical skills. The event was organized as part of World Music Day. The motive behind this workshop is to unite children of all walks of life through music.
जितने भी बच्चे हैं उनको हम लोग मतलब म्यूज़िक के थ्रू हम लोग यूनाइट करना चाहते हैं एंड हम लोग उनके अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं जो कि उनको आगे बढ़ने में उनका लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने में उनको मतलब इट विल हेल्प देम इन गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इन देयर लाइफ.
Trained in folk music and Indian classical music, Kalpana is hailed as a prodigy of the world of Bhojpuri films. She has mastered many forms of Bhojpuri folk music too. She has taught folk to students and also encouraged them to sing the famous song Bistirno Duparo, which was sung by none other than renowned singer late Dr. Bhupen Hazarika.
It is always a pleasure to hear Kalpana sing. Well viewers, we are running out of time, but before we wind up, here are the names of the contest winners of the week.
For our contest section, we had asked, which state's surrendered militants did we feature in the episode? The answer is Tripura. The winners are Lolita Poddar from Silchar, Assam, Talo Gamlin from Papumpare, Arunachal Pradesh, and Bubble Thangi from Aizawl, Mizoram.
Congratulations winners! Your mobile phones will be recharged with ₹1,000 each. Viewers who wish to take part in the contest and win similar recharges need to answer a simple question. Which state's women police station did we cover in this episode? Send in your answers to youth_folio@yahoo.com or SMS to 99540 3 correct answers, which comes to us first, would win mobile recharges of ₹1,000 each for the senders. See you all next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. You could also watch our past episodes on YouTube. Until next week, goodbye and take care.